You're listening to the Small Business Talk podcast with Cathy Smith.
Small Business Talk is a podcast for business owners and entrepreneurs who want a better way to run their businesses without spending years doing it the hard way. Small Business Talk is hosted by Cathy Smith, who has run the same marketing agency for more than 17 years and helped hundreds of business owners achieve their marketing goals.
Welcome to Small Business Talk, episode 119. Today's topic is, does email marketing still work? It's a question I get asked a lot. You may think it doesn't work these days, and especially with social media and all the emphasis that is put on social media. Social media is so much more exciting. It's flashy, it's interesting, and it's visual. But guess what? It's a very crowded market out there. And yes, email marketing does still work. And it definitely works because you've already got a relationship with those people that you are emailing. Campaign Monitor did an analysis recently of over 1 billion emails that were sent out by Australian organisations. And what they found was a very interesting trend. These trends that showed Australia in particular has a higher open rate, a higher click-through rate, and are more likely to unsubscribe than the rest of the world. So that means that you have a much better database. Average email marketing benchmarks for the all of Australia is an average open rate of 20.6 and a click-through rate of 3.1 and a click-to open rate of 14.8 and an unsubscribe of only 0.2. So when you consider the average of all social medias, and particularly Facebook, that you're likely to get a viewing rate or a click-through rate of very low, and the click-through rate generally is only 1.11. So that's quite a bit different to a click-to-open rate of 14.8% of emails. So it's a wonder why businesses aren't spending more of their time thinking about and using email marketing, especially when they spend so much time and money on social media. Business should be highly active on social media. It's not going away. It is something you need to be using for your business. But you also need to be thinking about your email marketing and making sure it is part of your overall strategy. So globally, the open rate is 18%. And like I said, Australia is 20%. So that is a much better stat there. So why does email marketing work? Well, there's a few things. Reach. They actually get delivered to the people that you're trying to attract. You have a warm audience. Consumer preference. And it's highly personalised. Now let's talk about those things. Email marketing works because of its reach. There are approximately 26 million people in Australia, and only half of those are active on social media. And that is less than 2% of those Facebook followers will actually see your messages. And it gets delivered. So 90% of all emails are delivered to the intended recipient's inbox. Only 2% of Facebook followers will see your stuff in their newsfeed, your posts. And this is because Facebook limits the number of times your posts appear in the newsfeed in an attempt to drive brands to paid marketing, according to Campaign Monitor in that same report. If you go to the show notes, you can get the link to that exact report. So your message is 45% more likely to be seen by your audience when you send it as an email. And these people are your warm audience. Because of the anti-spam, privacy, and GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation laws, you are not allowed to just email anyone. They must have opted into your database or given you their business card or consented in some way. So therefore, they've already got some sort of relationship with you. They've got an idea of who you are. They know your brand a little perhaps. They may know your brand a lot. So that is a good start. So it's not a cold audience like you would get on social media, somebody just stumbling across your post or your advert. And customer preference. Marketing Sherpas also did a recent report, and what they found was that up to 70% of customers would prefer to get their promotional content by email because they want to be social on social media. They want to catch up with their friends and family. They're generally not looking for advertising, and certainly a lot of them are not in business mode. Although sometimes on a Friday afternoon, you might think they're just running that clock down and wasting a bit of time. So yes, social media definitely does work, but generally when you're looking for a promotion and you're looking to hit a warmer audience, email marketing is far better. Of course, paid advertising on Facebook and other socials can increase that number. You can highly personalise your email campaign to make it sound like you're speaking just to them. You can personalise it with their name, their content, and only send it to a specific part of your audience. And personalised emails get even higher click-through rates than a general email broadcast. And segmenting your audience and sending individualised, customised messages just to those particular people can be huge. So you can do things like sending them a welcome message when they've signed on, or sending them a thank you message, or a re-engagement message. So you've got lots of options with email marketing. So as you've heard, it definitely does work. And email is familiar. It's been around for 40 years, and we expect promotional material through our emails. Approximately 54% of emails are now opened on mobile, and that number is steadily increasing. So it's even more accessible than it used to be. And email marketing works because you get to the warm audience at the right time. To increase the effectiveness of email marketing, you should have a strategy, a complete marketing plan, and think about it as part of, not instead of. It not only increases your brand awareness, but it also puts you top of mind for your potential customers, particularly those that have not bought from you before. It's nothing worse than chatting to somebody that you haven't seen for a while and they've just bought the product that you could have supplied because they'd forgotten about you or they didn't realise that you sold it. So email marketing can turn those leads into direct sales. So there's lots more that we could talk about email marketing, like when to send, how to send, what to send, all of that sort of thing. So if you need any more help, let me know. But generally, the worst day to send emails on is a Monday. The best day, Tuesday or Saturday. But like I say, that is a general, so it depends on your audience, your target, and also your business. So if you're in the catering industry, a weekend might be better if that's when your prime time is. Certainly for somebody like an Airbnb or a chalet accommodation, then Thursdays and Fridays is their best time, and Monday and Tuesday is definitely not. So it is an average, so you need to look at your business when people are looking at your stuff and customise it to your way. And that's the great thing about email marketing. You can customise it to your business and your customers. If you want some more information about email marketing, just reach out to me and we can have a chat. Next week, we're talking about how to take selfies on your iPhone or your Android and do it really well. So we've got a fabulous photographer who's going to give us some really good tips on how to make ourselves look great. Now, don't cringe if you're not a selfie person because there's some really good tips, even just for taking normal photos. So look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, stay safe and enjoy the journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Small Business Talk podcast and head on over to smallbusinesstalk.com.au/downloads for all the show notes and links to this episode. Remember, to be great, you must start. Pick one tip from today's episode, take action and implement it. Let's meet again next week at the same time and place. Until then, take action. And SBT community, enjoy your journey.